Welcome to one of English football's red-letter days. Arsenal versus Manchester United will always be a major date on the footballing calendar. There might have been a shift in the bigger picture and indeed the power balance since the days when both these teams were perennial winners. But one thing remains unchanged: they cannot stand losing to each other. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. Genuinely a heavyweight contest, North against South, London against Manchester. It is tribal.
You can always count on there being something dramatic happening when these two come together. But there've been a fair share of grinds too. I'm expecting both sides to try and maximise their attacking threat, because when you look back over the years, the potency has been the big factor with these two teams, and always a hard one to call, but never far from exciting.
If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. And he's managed to get free. Now it's Mount.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Great defending, strong and determined. Well, this is a great... And the shot! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead.
The goal scorer for Arsenal.
There was to be only one outcome.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
Victor Gyökeres. Victor Gyökeres.
Arsenal have taken the lead.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Maguire did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Menu, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Saka. Rice. He's having a pop! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Burmo.
Arsenal really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Gyökeres looking to add to his goal. Space for him to turn and look. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's gone for goal! So, a temporary halt to the action. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Arsenal leading by one at the break.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Arsenal leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. So straight into the second half.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now that's well seen too. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Rice. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now he's running away. Arsenal can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Ahmad. Arsenal just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads.
For this match is
Oh, that's a key interception.
60,179.
Bruno Guimaraes. Ødegaard. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settled for a
Chance for a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 19, Brian Mbeumo. Coming on to replace him is number
So
13,
time for change, and
Benjamin
this one has been
Sesko.
on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 14, Victor Gyökeres.
Bruno Fernandes,
Number 17.
who's short. Can he finish? Goal! Manchester United are back on level terms.
The goal scorer for Manchester United.
Just gorgeous, the
After
most
67
glorious,
minutes,
delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Ahmad. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Mazraoui. Sesko! Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Manchester United really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 16,
Manchester United can make their change now with a break in play.
Patrick Dorgu. Coming on the field. Number 2, Diogo Dalot. Number 10, Matheus Cunha.
Bruno Fernandes running with intent. And it's Ødegaard. Back in possession and ready to go again. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Full added minutes
Played in.
have been indicated.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Now this could be a chance. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Havertz. Now it's Odegaard. Bruno Fernandes. And that's it. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, that really did fly by. It's one of these games where everything progresses at 100 miles per hour, and at the end of it, this is what you can sometimes get. There may have been no winner, but still a tremendous watch.
So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Familiar feeling this for you, Jim?
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
There's the whistle. Two tribes going toe-to-toe. Passionate, emotional, blood-boiling, sometimes angry, always the same, yet every time a little different. Garnacho was alert to the possibilities. Pedro Neto! And again! He's delivered all right! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
So, a breakthrough already. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. That is a brilliant interception. Colwill. Saka. And the finish! Oh, special! That is a special goal! A finish right from the top drawer! And he is away! The launch of a brand new hero! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
I just thought that was going to hit the outside of the post for a moment there, but it just curled enough to catch the inside for a very good strike.
Arsenal restore parity.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go and bet.
Can he finish? Well taken goal. And again they hit the front.
The goal scorer for Chelsea.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Ødegaard. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And it's made its way to him. That's destined for the flank.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Timber. Approaching the half-hour mark. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
João Pedro. Ødegaard. Played out to the left flank. Space for him to turn and look. And it's Rice. He's going for goal! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Hato with the clearance. Defending of the desperate variety. This looks promising. Rice, can he get on the end of this? Now there's a shoots! And there's a goal! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
There was to be only one outcome.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Quite a game this, all square again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
He's had it taken off him.
There will be 3 minutes.
Caicedo. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Now it's Pedro Neto. Palmer gets flagged offside. Gabriel. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football.
That was the first half.
Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals evenly shared at the interval. It's 2-2. So straight into the second half. Odegaard. Great chance! What a wonderful goal!
What a way to stamp your authority on this game, Peter. He was clearly thinking several moves ahead of everyone in the lead up to the goal. I was thinking at the break someone had to show real courage. That's it.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. Arsenal leading now.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Can he get it through? Now it's João Pedro. Tries a shot! Oh, off the bar! Chance for a shot! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
60 minutes played. Fernandez. Palmer. Looking to play him in. Gyökeres receives it in a good position here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Garnacho.
Substitution for Chelsea, number 7, Pedro Neto. Coming on the field is number 9.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Number 3.
Garnacho finding himself in space.
Number 17.
Looking for options for movement.
Oh,
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. No, that's been intercepted. Pato. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Liam Delap tries to play it through. He's in a great position here. Just deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Mikel Merino. Substitution for Chelsea, number 20.
Chelsea have opted to make another change here.
Number 49, Alejandro Garnacho. Coming on the field, number 38.
Martinelli attempts a clearance.
Jamie Gittins.
Gusto carries the ball down the right. It's a good-looking delivery. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? Now that was a full-blooded header.
A good attempt. The ball was at a lovely height too.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal. Arsenal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
That has ended up in no man's land. Looking for the run. That is good alertness.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
There will be 5 minutes at a time.
Shapes to shoot! A real chance and a real let-off. That's really well cleared. Well, that looks a decent ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Liam Delap. He has found the way through. And that's it. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, I think all things considered, Peter, this was a fair result. Both sides showed the right qualities to try and win it, and, you know, ultimately ended up cancelling each other out, at least result-wise. I think any other outcome, I don't think would have been fair.
I think we're just about out of time, so many thanks to Jim, and a very good afternoon to you.